Hey guys, today I want to talk to you guys about men and women and the women that men really adore and never want to leave. And, to some women or a lot of women, it's a mystery as to what makes men tick and what makes men commit, what makes men never want to leave you, while men think that women are really complicated and hard to figure out, a lot of women actually find it's the opposite, that men are the complicated ones since they never talk, they never you know, open up the way we do, it's very complicated for us to understand them. So, just based on a little bit of research that I did, I kind of wanted to talk about things that I found that really stood out. And I really believe that a lot of women can benefit from this since they feel that they really can't understand men and that men are so complicated. So, just from my own research, this is what I've found, and it's kind of not really trying to go into the differences between men and women. It's more just to be helping you to focus on the few areas that many women can really understand and want to know about. So, one is about emotions. A lot of women believe that men are not emotional, and the fact is that most men are more sensitive than women. Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. But while that might sound really surprising and maybe a little silly, the truth is that men don't really talk about, their feelings, but they hold it in because they don't have the ability to kind of recover emotionally the way most women do. So instead of facing that exposure and then feeling that emotional trauma, they just hold it inside themselves so that they're not as vulnerable and so that they don't get as upset and emotionally hurt. And we may think that men are, tuned out, or they're not expressive, or they're not emotional, and they're like robots, but really they're just holding it in, they're hiding it, and they're protecting themselves. That's their own self-defense. So men are very emotional and they just hide it. That's the first thing. Second, and another thing is they also want to make sure that they don't expose themselves, because if they let all their emotions out, they may not be able to control their emotions. So that's about their sensitivity. The second thing that I found in my research was that men don't like fighting, and as much as men can annoy us. Men get really, they can say things that hurt us and provoke a fight. It's really that they don't want to fight. They don't want to have those arguments because conflict is not really in their interest. Men love to resolve things. They want to solve a problem. So fighting kind of just goes back and forth, and it doesn't really do anything. So really, they don't like to fight. And when they do, it for them, it's not about understanding one another. Like women will go back and forth and argue, but they want you to understand them, and vice versa. Men, for them, when they start a fight, it's about a defeat. So somebody's going to have to win, and the other person needs to completely be defeated, and which explains why men can be very hurtful if they do choose to fight, but really they don't like to fight. And they feel that even if there is a conflict, it should be non-emotional, because if it becomes emotionally charged, then it becomes very difficult for the guy to even hold his feelings in. And, because he doesn't want to fight and he doesn't want to get emotionally charged, he just becomes really quiet and he's distant and doesn't say anything, which drives us women crazy, believe me. So, they may come off that way, and you guys may feel, we all may feel that they're punishing us, but really they're just trying not to lose control of their emotions and really get hurt and get involved in a conflict that really they never thought would help in the first place. So that's the second thing I found. And the third thing, women, a lot of us feel that men don't like commitment, especially marriage. God forbid the M word. We don't believe that men like that, but actually men do want to get married. Despite all the progressive cultures and the people out there that say, marriage is nothing, it's just a piece of paper. The truth is that most men in the world do want to get married because, it may be cool, it may be nice to be free and single and have that lifestyle, but after a while, that appeal kind of loses itself, And it just has the most primary drawback is it's the loneliness that comes with that singleness. So they don't like that. And so it may not sound so romantic, but yeah, men don't like to be alone. Men want that companionship, and so what they find is marriage provides that. So that's definitely the case of my research. Men like to get married. It's important to them, and for them, it's just as important to them as a woman being beautiful, a woman who takes care of herself, and it's definitely something that they want. So I hope that this has helped you. These are insights and research points that I found that I really was struck and surprised. I believe that men were not emotional until my research. I believe that they did not want to get married till my research. And I believe that men do like to fight, but they don't. So these are some great, great things in my research that I found. And I got it from this great ebook called The Women That Men Adore and Never Want to Leave. And the author is Bob Grant. So if you guys want to learn more and, really want to learn how to understand a man in the fullest way, check out the link below, and you'll be able to learn more and get more information on this book and even purchase it. And a little bit about Bob Grant. He has been a practicing licensed counselor and coach for the past 17 years. So he's definitely, got that experience and he knows what he's talking about. So definitely check out the link below and you will definitely get a lot of juicy information that, is powerful, is thought provoking, and things that you never thought were really the case. It's from a man's point of view, women. So it's worth giving a try. And he's not just a man, he's a counselor. He's somebody who has spoken to millions of couples out there. So you have nothing to lose, and definitely check it out. You'll be very surprised with all the things that you find. I was when I read it, and I'm sure that you will too. And it's gonna be your little tool, women, to get those men to find themselves completely powerless and not able to resist you. So women, if you like this information, check out the link below and you will not regret it. Check it out.